Welcome to another English Premier League preview brought to you by BetButler in association with Formula Black. This weekend sees Man United host Swansea in Fergie's final home game, while on Tuesday evening Arsenal could send Wigan down. Back-to-back wins have seen Villa almost to safety, and while they'll want to erase the memory of the 8-0 hammering they suffered at Chelsea earlier in the season, the Blues still need another win to guarantee a top 4 finish. Villa have lost 7 of the last 11 home games against top 6 teams, while Chelsea have won half their 18 away games this season. 7 points from the last 3 games have got Stoke to safety, and they might now have an eye on a top half finish. However, anything less than a win for Spurs will surely end their Champions League hopes. 6 of the last 9 meetings between these teams have had more than 2 goals, and with that being in common with Spurs' away games this season, 15 of 18 have had at least 3 goals. We'll stick with the over goals here. This looks to be David Moyes' final home game in charge of Everton, and the Toffees are in good form with 6 clean sheets in the last 8 games, including 4 in a row at home. They've also kept 7 clean sheets in the last 11 home games against middle third teams, with 7 wins. West Ham are the lowest scorers on the road this term and have scored just 5 goals in 10 trips to top half teams. Fulham are finishing the season poorly, but might be more motivated playing Liverpool than they were against Reading. They've won this fixture 2 of the last 3 seasons and have lost just 7 of the last 20 home games against teams placed 4th to 10th. Liverpool have had 3 0-0s in the last 5 games and will be without both Steven Gerrard and Luis Suarez here. In the last 15 games, when either one or both of the pair have been absent, Liverpool have failed to score 8 times. Furthermore, they've won just 1 of the last 6 trips to middle third teams and look far too short here. A point will be enough for Norwich to reach safety, provided Arsenal beat Wigan on Tuesday, and while you couldn't confidently back them to win, given they've had just 2 victories in 19 games, they have had 5 draws in the last 9 at home. They've also drawn 5 of the last 8 hosting middle third teams, and West Brom are in poor form themselves, although they've drawn half the last 6 trips to bottom 6 sides. Newcastle are on the same boat as Norwich, knowing a point might just be enough for safety. They should achieve this here, but are currently too inconsistent to have any confidence in. 7 of QPR's last 8 home matches have had fewer than 3 goals, as they've failed to score 6 times. And with Newcastle having scored just twice in the last 6 games, under goals is worth considering, but we'll leave this game alone. A draw should be a decent result for both teams here, and Sunderland have finished all square in 12 of the last 19 home games against bottom half teams. 7 of the last 10 of those games have had fewer than 3 goals, and without Sessegnon and Fletcher, a low-scoring encounter looks likely. Southampton have failed to score in 3 of the last 4 away matches, with all 4 having fewer than 3 goals, and 5 of the last 7 trips to bottom half teams have had unders, while 3 have finished all square. Sir Alex Ferguson's final home game after 27 years at Old Trafford is sure to be a monumentous occasion, and with Swansea having shipped 15 goals in the last 10 away games, it should be comfortable for United. 6 of United's last 9 home games against middle third teams have had at least 4 goals, and they've recorded 9 win-win doubles in the last 14 matches against similar teams. Swansea have suffered loss in half their 8 trips to top 6 teams since the start of last season, and 6 of the last 5 road games have featured 4 or more goals. An Arsenal win here could relegate Wigan, and the Gunners have won 16 of the last 19 home games against bottom 6 sides, while Wigan have lost 13 of 16 trips to top 6 sides. However, the match outcome prices look about right, and with Arsenal's last 4 home matches seeing 4 goals, in contrast to Wigan, having over 2.5 goals in 7 of the last 9 trips to top 6 teams, will leave this game alone. City are going to finish second while Reading are going down, so there's likely to be little motivation from either side here. Man City are most likely to be celebrating an FA Cup triumph and are far too short given they've won just 4 of the last 10 trips to bottom 6 teams, while losing 4 times. Reading responded well to being relegated as they've won at Fulham and may well get something here given they've lost just 2 of 8 home games against top half teams this season. So that's 8 recommendations this weekend, and for even more, try out Formula Black with analysis from over 40 leagues.